So now I'm gonna start my air brake test. Okay, the way I would do that is turn my bus off. My air tanks are already filled. They're filled. Switch over to run. I'm gonna let my gauges fan. I'm gonna push in my parking brake, push in my service brake. I'm waiting for that initial drop. Once it has dropped, I am going to give myself 60 seconds so that I don't lose no more than 3 PSIs in either tank, either my primary or my secondary, starting now. So now you're just counting, or you're checking your watch for that minute. You have to leave it for a whole minute, but you're applying pressure to your service brake and that parking brake staying in there. Okay, so a minute's gone through. I did not lose no more than 3 PSI in either tank. Now I'm listening for alarms. And the way I would do that is I'm gonna give pressure onto my service brake at around 60 PSI. A light indicator should go on, and then I should also hear an alarm showing that I'm losing pressure. And at around 30 PSI, my parking brake would disengage. I'm gonna start that now. So there's my 2 light indicators and my alarm. Okay, and at 30 PSI, my parking brake disengaged, so it is functioning properly. So now I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna give it a little throttle just to kind of speed up the time where that my air tanks can build air again. So again, I'm just waiting for my air tanks to build. Once I know that my air tanks are filled, I'll hear the governor kick in and out, which it will also make a swishing sound. There's that swishing sound, my governor kicking in and out. So now my tanks are properly filled. Now I'm gonna check my parking brake. The way I would check my parking brake is I'm gonna switch over to drive, and then I'm gonna give it some throttle at about 1,500 pounds in my RPM, and I should not move. Now, let's drive, give it throttle, 1,500 RPMs. Go back to neutral, which is securing my bus. It did not move, so that's an indication that my parking brake is functioning normally. Now I'm going to check my service brake. The way I would do that is I would switch down to drive, push in my parking brake. I'm going to move forward 10 to 15 feet, going 5 miles per hour, and then I'll apply pressure to my service brake, and it'll bring me to a complete stop, not miscalculating or moving side to side. I'm gonna do that now, so I'm gonna move. Okay.
Yeah.
Forward. Careful. Secure my bus. It's working properly. Now I'm gonna go over my gears. So the way I'm gonna do that is I have my reverse. It's working properly. My neutral. My drive. I'm just listening for the sound of my motor to switch over from in between gears. Third, second, low. We can't really hear anything, but you just have to act like you hear something. Go back into neutral. Secure my bus. and I am done with my pre-trip.